Okay, to get started for my sweet potato black bean burgers, you're going to want to get yourself a really big bowl. I'm just going to go over all the things I have out and then we'll mix it all together. Right here I have about 5 sweet potatoes that I've already baked in the oven. Over here I have 2 cans of rinsed organic black beans. Right here I have half of a red onion and about 5 to 6 cloves of garlic that I crushed up and I heated up in a pan just a little bit, so I didn't cook it all the way. I have 1 heaping cup of some frozen corn, and I have a little under a cup of some walnuts that I ground up in one of my little processors too. That's going to help bind these burgers. And then last but not least, I have about 3 cups, I might not use all of this, I have to see how the texture is, of some brown rice. And then of course our stars of the show, lots of spices. We're going to put this all together step by step, my friends. So first you're going to want to get a smasher like this. We're going to smash up the sweet potatoes, and then we're going to add half of the black beans that I have. Now that I have all the sweet potatoes mashed up, I'm going to add about half of this black beans. Let's leave some right there. And I'm going to start mashing this up next. So when you're done mashing that up, it's going to kind of look like this. I probably could have smashed up the black beans separately, but I was kind of in a rush, so it depends on how much you want it mixed together. When it's all mixed together at the end, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so next we're going to add the rest of these ingredients here, the corn, the black beans, the walnuts, the garlic and onion. We're going to mix that all in, and then we'll get to the spices. Okay, now that we have the rest of our ingredients in, except for the rice and the spices, we're going to mix this up really good first. This is what it should look like right now. It's almost done, so all we have to do is add the spices and the brown rice. Okay, to start, I'm probably going to add almost a half a cup of nutritional yeast. A good amount here, because that's going to give it a good cheesy flavor. Right here I have some organic cumin. I'm going to add a couple shakes of this. Next, we have some organic garlic granules. Now, I know I have fresh garlic in here, but I like a lot of garlic, so I'm going to sprinkle in probably half a teaspoon. That's good. Now, we're going to put our rice in the bowl now. I'm going to start off with 2 cups to start and then see how the consistency is. Okay, it's mixing in pretty well, as you can see here. I'm going to go ahead and add about 1 more cup, that last cup we got here, because you want to be able to see the rice, but it's going to be mostly sweet potato and black bean. The rice is the binder here. See how you can still see some of the rice in it, the corn, the black beans, and go ahead and take a whiff of it, smell it. If there's any more spices you want to add to it, add it now, because I'm going to put this in the refrigerator overnight. I'm just going to zoom in here and show you this is what you're looking for. Just like that. Okay, so it's the next morning, and I'm going to show you how I get these sweet potato black bean burgers lined up on a tray. I have my oven preheated at 375. Okay, so I'm going to uncover this. I have a very large baking tray, and I have a piece of parchment paper. That's going to give it a crispy outer shell and prevent it from sticking. I am going to coat this with a little bit of olive oil as well. Oh, and you want to use a half cup measuring scooper thingy. So this is going to ensure that they're all the same size, and then we'll press them down last. Okay, so I'm just going to drizzle this whole thing with a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. A piece of hair, we don't want that in there. And I'm just going to use my hand and ensure it's all coated with a little bit of the oil. Okay, so I got them all ready on my tray. They're not going to be perfect. I tried to use my hands to mold them so they all looked symmetrical. You're gonna go ahead and throw them in the oven on a middle rack for 30 minutes, maybe 35, depends on how hot your oven is. And then we're gonna flip them for another 30. We want them baked nice and crispy because then we're gonna store them in the freezer. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you here. I got them all ready to go in the oven. I got 12 patties here, burgers, whatever you wanna call them. They're sweet potato, black bean burgers, patties, whatever. Gonna put them in the oven now for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them very carefully because sometimes they can fall apart, but that's okay. They taste really good, and that's all that matters. Okay, so I just took these out of the oven. As you can see, they're nice and crisp. I'm gonna let them cool completely before I store them in my freezer bag. I'm just using this reusable freezer bag that I got on Amazon. I have a few of them. I should be able to fill 2 of these with all of these sweet potato black bean burgers. So go ahead and give this recipe a try. They came out amazing. Look at these. You can take them out of the freezer anytime. You can nuke them in the microwave or heat them up on the stovetop. I put these on my salad or in a sandwich or a wrap. They're really versatile. You can load them up with avocado, lettuce, tomato, whatever you like. And they're nice and crispy and caramelized. I love them. They're so good. Go ahead and give this one a try and let me know what you think.